Hello, and welcome to Foodcast, Historia ka Onsang Ilonggo, a radio magazine program about Ilonggo food and history. Anything related to Ilonggo dishes, recipes, ingredients, crops, anything associated with Ilonggo food. I am Jaren, your host for today's program. Today's discussion will be about something we've all eaten, which is very familiar, very demure, rice, or kanon kung sa Ilonggo pa. A recap. Rice's history traces back to ancient times in many countries. Rice was present in the Philippines in its pre-colonial era, and our ancestors cultivated it. It has been ingrained, pun intended, in our culture and meals. Our famous Banawe rice terraces have been present for 2,000 or more years. So from there, let's travel to Iloilo. According to a 1994 conference paper by the late Ilonggo historian Demi Sonsa, Panay, particularly Iloilo, was a granary of the archipelago. Ranked 9 in 1903, it rose to the number 1 spot in the 70s as the rice producing province. So, what is the status of rice in Iloilo now? Based on PhilRice's 2023 data, Iloilo's palay production was 1,066,066 metric tons, and the area harvested was 311,306 hectares. And with the July article of Rappler, Iloilo is trying to aim for top rice producer status. And with Iloilo City currently hailed as the city of gastronomy, which is only given to one city nationwide, Iloilo has the potential for top rice producer status. We'll see. Okay, for the first ever guest on this show, I would like to introduce my very, very good friend, the pretty and smiley Vivian Nimiu. So currently, we are shooting or rather doing this interview here at our very own matahom nga lugar sang Iloilo in our comfy spaces. So please tell us, Vivian, about yourself and where you currently work.
Hi, everyone. I'm Vivian Nimukim po. Thank you, Jaren, for introducing me. I am, well, so far, as of now, I'm currently working at the Department of Agriculture, Western Visayas. And yeah, so I'm hoping makaano ako sa inyo subong, makabulig sang information that you need. So yes, let's start, Ja.
Okay, so how long have you been in the Department of Agriculture of Western Visayas?
Okay, so for uh, taking record, I have been there for a few months now since March 2024, and I'm still currently working there.
Wow. Okay, so with the recent National Rice Awareness Month, which you shared sa social media, I will be interviewing you about none other than rice. So first question, what is your favorite type of rice? Pilit, brown, red, or white? And explain why.
Okay, so for me, white rice is the go-to. It's my staple, as well as ano siya, available, readily available siya. So, white rice gid ang akon nga favorite, kumbaga.
So, what are the benefits of rice coming from someone sa DA?
Okay. Okay, so benefits ng rice actually, it is a good source of carbohydrates. So it gives you energy for a daily exercise man, no? Kung very active ikaw, it's a good source of carbohydrates para sa iyong mga energy. As well as mga B vitamins naton, ara man na siya. And ang benefits ng rice is actually you don't get to go hungry as fast bala as other food. Um, it gives you enough to work with for the day.
Oh, okay. So have you heard about misconceptions or stigma about rice nga if for example sa mga diet or what are usually the common nga misconceptions about it?
For me, I think ang pinaka-common siguro is ang misconception is all rice are the same.
Mm.
Ginahambal sang aton nga mga mga others nga mga kilala nga brown rice ka pa parehas malana sa white rice. Actually, it has differences kay sa considering if you're not a fan of brown rice, actually si brown rice may ara siya sa iyang set of ang mga nutrients man nga kung kisa hindi na siya makita sa white rice.
Mm.
So si brown rice nag-reduce ang risk of heart diseases or diabetes compared sa kay white rice nga do mas bulk ang iyang for carbohydrates and sugars niya. So mas if you want to eat healthy, might I suggest nga try yung brown rice for an alternative. It gives you a sense of fullness kung magkaon ka. So, gamay lang ang mga brown rice, you're full already. Compared sa white rice nga mapadamo kagid.
Oh, okay, okay. So, with the recent last month nga awareness, what is the goal of National Rice Awareness Month?
Okay, so for National Rice Awareness Month, ang goal sa Department of Agriculture is for everybody to be aware nga ang Philippines is isa na siya ka country nga ga-provide sang rice gid. So, ang amon is ga-focus kami to reduce ang wastage sang rice naton as well as ang mag-support kita locally sa atong mga farmers kag hindi na kita bala mag-import masyado from other countries. So, ang sustainability sang rice para sa country amo gina siyang ginag-aim naton as well as further on gina-look forward naton nga kita mismo ang ma-export to other countries.
Okay. So, regarding to about importation, you must have
Mhm.
heard nga rice is also allegedly involved sa issues about importation. So, according sa 2020 article, from Department of Agriculture man, the Philippines remains one of the top rice producers in the world, ranking 8th. Fast forward to this year's Inquirer article, nga Philippines remains the world's largest rice importer. So, how important is it that we should promote our own, produce our own rice?
Mhm. So, as I mentioned earlier, amo na siya do ga-focus kita. We want to focus nga not just importation ang aton nga ginano kay it is a world exchange mo. Importation is a world exchange. However, importation is gapasulod sang produce.
Mhm.
So, ang aton is we want the Philippines nga maging exporters as well kay it is a show of uh, sustainability sa own country as well as makasustain sa other countries as well. So, muna siyang aim naton. We try to support local farmers gina siya nga para to avoid this big importation. Uh, Kita mismo dapat maging focused man sa aton nga mga local farmers, local brands ng food, local rice produce naton kay para at least sustainable siya sa country kag kita man mismo nga mag-build up para sa exportation to other countries as well. So I suggest mas mayo gid siya nga i-support naton ang local brands naton for rice kay dira gid makabulig bump up sa aton country later on.
Okay. So, relating to that, how can we help our farmers and our local suppliers with connection man sa Rice Awareness Month?
Mm. So, diri ko na siya isulod ang amon nga abakada sa rice awareness. So, being responsible. Be responsible. So, abakada. So, may ara kita some ways kung paano natin ma-utilize ang rice, especially when it comes na kita mag-consume, no? So, A stands for adlay mais, saba at iba pa ihalo sa kanin. So, meaning, not just plain rice, kay ang iba na I know gakaumay sa plain rice. So, meaning, pwede mo siya ma-mix with other ingredients such as root crops
Mhm.
like gabi or ube. And then, ba, meaning brown rice ay kainin. So, amo na siya ang ako naging point out earlier that brown rice has more vitamins, more benefits compared sa aton nga plain rice nga white rice kay uh, looking deeper nga dan si white rice is polished na siya. So some of the nutrients gakataktak siya kung mag-polish kita sa white rice naton. So muna mas better if you have brown rice, red rice, black rice. At least mas healthier ang approach mo when it comes to getting more energy into your body. So brown rice ay kainin and then which is kanin ay wag sayangin. So very important yun na siya. Kay may study nga 8 grams daily sa consume naton 8 grams per me ang gaka-waste. So
Mm.
bisan kung gamay lang ang mga butil-butil sa aton nga plate, gaka-waste na siya kanugon lang. It's either ginapakaon lang sa aton nga mga pets or ginahaboy lang siya kay gakapanos. So we have to make sure nga hindi siya ma-waste, hindi siya mahaboy lang kay damo gid ways kung paano nato na siya ma-utilize bisan kung bilin-bilin na lang na siya. And then meaning dapat bigas ng Pilipinas ay bilhin. So dira kita naga-support kita locally sa aton farmers kay sila mismo ang hard-earned work nila ma-pay off kay kita min mismo gabay sa aton nga own nga produce.
Mmm, yummy, yummy.
Wala ko ka-expect sa t-shirt, no? Pero very, very informative. Okay, so let's jump into the personal taste portion of the program. So this portion is where we get to know our guest, which is
Mhm.
more personally, pun intended naman, through her taste. Hence the title Personal Taste. So I will describe the dishes and Vivian will rank them and tell us why that is her preference. So first up in line is Valenciana, Kalkag, or Kalokalo. So for our listeners, especially sa not really familiar with Ilonggo dishes, Valenciana is glutinous rice cooked in turmeric and added to meat, liver, and other spices. And then others gabot ng hard-boiled egg. So kalkag naman is stir-fried rice with salt and shrimp. And then kalo-kalo is yesterday's leftover rice. So as long as it's not spoiled, cook it. Put garlic, egg, other spices as you please. So Vivian, Valenciana, kalkag, or kalo-kalo?
Personally, for my preference, I like kalo-kalo for consumption because I have a platform which I am free to mix any ingredient I like. So when it comes to kalo-kalo, yes, correct. There is also garlic, onions, a bit of salt, pepper, and when you taste it, it's not just normal rice. So manamit siya, mananam siya.
Panam.
In the sense nga you enjoy it, especially when you use your hands to eat. Traditionally, we use
Yeah.
our hands to eat. So when you eat kalo-kalo with other sudan or dishes, it's very ganado when you eat.
I agree.
So ang first ko nga ranking dira is si kalo-kalo. Maybe the second is kalkag. Sometimes when you have events or festivities, maayos siya nga you mix it with what do you call it? Shrimp? Shrimp and ano?
Ano?
Yes, oo. Shrimp. Ang small nga shrimp. So, second choice ko na siya. Kay
Okay.
usually, hindi siya hindi siya the most usual na ginakaon naton. It's for celebrations or
Mm-mm.
same goes sa kay Valenciana pero sa bottom tier ko na siya si
Okay.
Valenciana. It's because For me, okay man si glutinous rice or kung ano ang pilit.
Mm.
However, I prefer it kung ginabutang siya sa kakanin sa sweets. So, if
Oh.
balansya nang i-offer mo sa akin, I'd take it pero I wouldn't enjoy as much as kalo-kalo
Mm.
or kalkal.
Lain gid yung kalo-kalo 'no? Especially sa
Exactly.
pamahaw. Okay, so second, speaking of sweets, second are rice sweets o kung sa iba pa pangyam is, so these are common Ilonggo favorites, bitcho-bitcho, suman, and baybay. So, again, sa other listeners, bitsu-bitsu is sugar-coated glutinous rice. Suman is popular with the dead, glutinous rice mixed with muscovado sugar and calamansi. And lastly is a personal fave sa ako niya, baybay, a specialty of Pavia, where it is mixed with coconut. So, Vivian, rank
Mm.
the following: bitsu-bitsu, suman, bayi-bayi.
Okay. So, for me, I prefer si ano, ito do naga-ano naga-clash si Bitsu-Bitsu kag si Bayi-Bayi eh.
Ah.
Pero for me, mas easy siguro and mas dasig ko siya maubos is si Bayi-Bayi. So, top tier na siya
Mm,
si Bayi-Bayi. It's because it's
same.
soft, ang iyang nga texture, bala manami siya.
Mm,
It's not as hard to eat. It's not as chewy to eat.
mm,
So, I choose Bye Bye for my top tier. And then second is si Suman. Si
mm,
Suman, it's like eating sticky rice lang siya with muscovado sugar. So, ano siya, though I'm comfortable with it. Lastly, but hindi man siya not necessarily nga laway,
mm.
for me nga daan, si Bitso Bitso is challenging para sa akon. Because when you chew it, do nagasigi siya sticky pag nga sticky.
Oo.
So, masadya man siya kanon. Pero, I'd choose it if wala na ko other choices. Okay.
Okay. So, describe a relaxing afternoon with your favorite rice dish or pangyam is.
Okay, so, a relaxing afternoon. Nga afternoon, paligid, pwede
Ay, aga
morning.
eh. Or gabi.
Char. Okay. Medyo comedy tayo, everyone ha. Chill lang tayo. Pero if afternoon siya or early morning man,
Mm,
I like to have some palitaw if familiar ka mo. Palitaw or I forgot the other term sa Ilonggo term eh. I forgot that. Pero palitaw. Muasi! Muasi! Yan. If familiar ka mo sa muasi, usually I like to buy that early in the morning. So panyam is na siya.
mm.
It is a flat pounded glutinous rice nga ano,
Oh, okay.
nga dish with a topping of muscovado and shredded coconut. So
Mm.
I like to mix my shredded coconut and muscovado and then dip my palitaw there. So for me, when eating that, mas nami siya ang setting na do. Wala kami ginaobra, wala kami ginadalian. Para at least ma-enjoy mo with siya with a warm cup of coffee.
Pwede siya i-take home kung gadali ka. Or nami, gid siya nga wala ka may ginaobra.
Yes, pwede gid. Pwede gid siya ma-take home wala ka. Just make sure nga hindi mo siya pag ipalampas 8 hours kay mapanos ina siya.
Ah, okay. Okay. So thank
Mm.
you, good Vivian, for your time. Please include any promotion you would like our listeners to know about.
Mm. So, personally, gusto ko man nga iakit ang aton nga mga youth regarding sa mga programs ni Department of Agriculture. Kay if you think about the agriculture, especially rice bala, kay the country that produces rice kita, we need motivation sa aton nga younger generation nga mag-join in or mag-take up sang courses like that is because para mabuhi ang aton economy para mabuhi man ang aton nga farmlands, para may mas modern ways pagid kita nga mag-open up sa farming naton, and at least mabuligan naton ang country mag-flourish pagid later on, and mo na mag-focus sa mga exports naton para mag-build up sa economy naton. So look out for Department of Agriculture programs like Masagana Rice and others like ang corn programs naton, ang high value crops nga programs and programs. So look into it, everyone.
Yay. Thank you again so much for your time,
Okay.
Vivian.
Thank you everyone, and have a nice day.
So thank you mga kaurupod. Thank you so much for listening to Foodcast Historia Kaon sang Ilonggo, and see you again on our next radio program. Bye!